She's going to show you how to make a lovable dessert.
Valentine's Day is a day to celebrate love, including our love for sweets. I'm going to share with you how to make a sweet fruit dessert that will delight any Valentine. I am going to make a heart-shaped bowl from a watermelon. I'm going to make a mock edible watermelon rind. For the white part, I'm going to take 3 cups of raw almond butter made with blanched almonds, 1 pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt, 2 tablespoons of light raw agave nectar, 1½ tablespoons of arrowroot powder. I'm going to mix all this up. Put little slits in the side of the watermelon. Dry the sides of my watermelon. Take arrowroot powder. Take a basting brush. I'm going to take this with my hands, and I'm going to stick it onto the side of the watermelon. 1 tablespoon of spirulina to the rest of the nut butter, and 1½ teaspoons extra of light agave nectar. And now I'm going to put it on the outside of the light-colored nut butter. We're going to take 1/3 cup of hawthorn berries, and we're going to pour them into a glass jar. We're going to cover them with fresh-made watermelon juice, 3/4 cup. They're going to go in the refrigerator and sit overnight. 2 tablespoons of rose hips. I'm soaking the dried rose hips in 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed watermelon juice. So this has to soak for 2 hours. Now making the cream filling. I have 1½ cups of almonds here that I blanched. So I'm going to put these into a blender. Any blender is fine. I have the watermelon juice that I squeezed in a juicer that I soaked rose hips in. This is a 1/4 cup, and this is nice red color watermelon juice that I soaked hawthorn berries in. And this is a little over 1/3 of a cup. So I'm going to add these. I'm going to add ½ cup of red cherry juice. I'm adding another ½ cup of red cherry juice. I'm going to add a pinch of pink salt, 2 teaspoons of arrowroot powder, 1 teaspoon of stevia powder. Now I'm going to blend this up. I've transferred this mixture into a food processor with the S-blade. I have here 1 cup of strawberries. I'm making them into heart shapes, and I'm scooping out part of the center. 1 cup of raw cherry. Cut the cherry in half, and more of the pulp out. I pulp in puree. I'm going to mix. I've decided to put it into a plastic bag. I cut the tip off. We're going to fill these and then put them into the watermelon bowl. Now we are going to make some edible mock watermelon seeds. Take 1¼ cups of almond butter, 1/4 cup of raw cacao powder, dark blue raw agave nectar, 1/8 cup, 1/4 cup of date sugar. I'm also adding a dash of cayenne powder, 1/8 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and I also want to add some vanilla bean. Mix this all up, make little watermelon seeds. They're going to be scattered about the watermelon. Go to rawfoodchef.com to vote for me. Don't forget